guys, welcome to a new video. Today is a rant in PJ Pants, and I'm also actually going to play with a palette that I have not used yet. PJ Pants, The Great Nightmare Before Christmas. That's probably like one of the most trendiest movies, but like I legitimately like it. But anyway, I just wanted to express some final thoughts about all the drama in the beauty community, just to get everything out, because yesterday we saw a ton of receipts pour in. It was just a mess. I don't know about anybody else, but the past 2 days reading all of this stuff and watching these videos and watching their Snapchats and oh my god, reading through all the Twitter stuff, like my head hurts. I'm just like, this is so messy. It's just ridiculous. So I wanted to share like some final thoughts and just talk about the beauty community in general. And I want to preface this by saying I'm talking about the problematic area of the beauty community. I'm not talking about the smaller channels or even larger channels that really don't cause any issues. But we have seen drama from everyone from Nikki Tutorials with that velvet sponge to people like that nobody cares about, like Amanda Ensing for stealing designs. So, I mean, there are a lot of problematic people, and when people think of the beauty community YouTubers, they do happen to think of Manny and Laura and Jeffrey and Nikki Tutorials, Jaclyn Hill. But I know that the whole community is not bad, but I'm going to be speaking on that bad part. And I also wanted to say that from doing Slain Shades, like, I really, really enjoy those. And yes, there's a new one this week. And I know you guys like them, and that means so much to me. I'm gonna do another series. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but instead of just telling you about YouTubers like, oh, go check out this page, I'm going to dissect their channels and them as I would doing a Slain Shade, but with all the reasons why you should watch them and should subscribe to them, all positive stuff. So if you're new here, or if I haven't subbed to your YouTube channel yet, I'm going to actually create a thread with like, leave your YouTube channel here and go through them. And you guys will probably sometime be featured on here. I know I'm a tiny channel, but there are just so many YouTubers out there that deserve more attention. So that's going to be a new series. I'm probably going to do that once a week too, just like I like to try to get out one Slain Shade. I gotta take a deep breath before this, because I'm heated, I'm sad, I'm worried, and it's just craziness. Okay, so anyway, so far I went in with the BH Cosmetics foundation. This is the Naturally Flawless foundation. I'm in the shade Toasted Almond. I also use the Studio Pro concealer. I think this one is just like in Fair. I really like how this goes on. And that's all I did so far. And I'm going to be going in with the Prism Makeup Peach Dream palette that looks like this on the outside. And we have a mirror. And here we go. A nice little fall kind of palette. I'm thinking about concentrating on this row down here. Maybe use this as an outer corner, or maybe the lid. Does have a little shimmer in it. I'm hoping it kind of pops a little, but we'll see. Yeah, so let's just get into this. Okay, so the new information is that we know Jeffree Star posted some receipts. Essentially, Thomas went to his house. Even after he was there, he still went to Jeffree Star's office when he wasn't going to collab with him on videos and he wasn't going to do merch with him. Then all this stuff comes out. We also have some receipts. I'm going to link a video from T-Spill, but Beauty with Ashley did a couple of videos on this with all the receipts. T-Spill, it's a 40-minute long video. It's totally worth it. Full Snapchats, all that kind of stuff. So then we find out that Thomas is really not the ally of the POC community as we thought. So there are old Facebook messages and posts from a Facebook group, him saying that he grew up being very racist. He says the N-word with an A at the end of it. And basically, now I don't think that this is a witch hunt like some other people do, because when somebody calls out somebody and for serious allegations like that, they cannot also be problematic, because you can't trust that, because that's shady. So it does matter. Like, if everybody's going to bring up Jeffrey's past and throw that in his face, then it's only fair that we know about Thomas and his past, and admitting that he was very racist growing up. Now, these girls or guys, whoever they were that released these receipts, did screen recordings to show that they were legit. Those are also included in the T-Spill video. So this, I'm like forgetting all about the makeup. I haven't put makeup on in forever. I'm going to put a little powder under my eyes just in case this has a lot of fallout, because I don't know. Okay. So my whole thing is, now I do have some notes here, but they're just as scattered. So I'm really going to try hard to keep on topic and with what I would like to say. I think that Thomas, now he's been tweeting and saying, you know, this situation, like his video was about a broader topic, about a serious topic, and that everybody just focused on the tea. And that wasn't really his intention. But he could have put out a video about white privilege and his like fake wokeness without mentioning Jeffrey, without even bringing him into it. It's just like, you can't say, oh, everybody is wrong for focusing on the tea when you put it in your video. If you just wanted to make a video about how you were racist in the past and now you're not, and why, things that have helped you get there, that would have been a different story. But he's the one that exposed this, what appears to be a lie. Now, I kind of wonder, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm kind of wondering, like, if part of this, if any of what Thomas is saying is true, I wonder if he said to Jeffrey, like he started talking about the racism and stuff, I wonder if Jeffrey said, everybody I know says the N-word with an A at the end. And that he said, like, maybe he said, I didn't know how problematic it was before, but now I do. So technically he said the N-word, but not in a racist way, because he wasn't calling anybody that, even if it were true, what Thomas is saying. So I just find it like totally unnecessary for him to even put that in a video if he just wanted to come out with this message supporting the POC community and talking about himself and his growth. But he spent more time talking about Jeffree Star and about Jeffrey's privilege and about Thomas himself and his white privilege than he did about like what really changed for Thomas, you know? So I just don't trust him. And it's really sad because he doesn't even explain white privilege in his videos. He just says, it's because of my white privilege. It's because of my white privilege. And a lot of people hear white privilege, and this amazing woman that was on a show on the Young Turks, I think best described it as, it's not that white people don't have to work as hard. It's not that white people are handed everything to them. White privilege is more about all of the things that we are not going to have to experience. Racist cops, having the cops called on you for being in a Starbucks. Barbecuing in a park and having the cops called on you. Just this ridiculous bullshit that we've been seeing in our country. That is what white privilege is. We are privileged enough that we know that we're not going to have to deal with that. Or when we go into a store, we don't have somebody watching us. Things like that. So he didn't really even explain what white privilege means to him. And I feel like the video is fake as fuck. He's not some woke person. And I feel like the only reason why he made that video was to put something in there about Jeffree Star. Because if it was just about him and about being woke and about being an ally for the POC community, he didn't even have to include that. So I'm just saying, that's how I feel about it anyway. Of course, if you disagree with me, comment down below. I didn't get a chance to get into a lot of comments on yesterday's video because I was just sucking in all the receipts, and I'm on Twitter under another account, and then I'm watching Gabriel Zamora, and it was just a mess. So I promise I'm gonna get to some comments on this video and yesterday's video. I apologize for that. While I'm on the topic, I said this on Twitter, but I don't know if this person follows me on Twitter, but I just wanted to say that there was someone posted on Guru Gossiper, and I tried to reply to this person, but I did not meet the requirements because I haven't posted at least twice, a minimum of 2 times introducing myself. So my comment wasn't approved, but she said some very nice things about me. I believe it was a woman. I'm sorry if it's not, but she did say that I don't interact with, like, in the comments section enough in my videos, and that comes off really snobby. And I just wanted to say, since my comment didn't go through to her, that you're right, and I'm sorry that I came off that way. Most of the time, I'll get a lot of DMs and tweets, and if I'm going to be on social media, I'll see where I have more notifications. Lots of conversations go, like, back and forth a lot, but I didn't mean for it to come out that way, but it did, so I'm really sorry about that. So I'm definitely going to be better at, I think I'm going to use this mirror just so I can see what's happening up close here. But I am going to be better at that. I never want to, make somebody feel some type of way, especially if it's like me being snobby, of course not. Now I can understand why this person thought that way. So you'll be seeing the difference. Okay, so anyway, back to this whole situation. So if Thomas was this racist person in the past, and now he says he has changed, then why couldn't Jeffree change? I don't know. Thomas essentially set out to get dirt on Manny and them, but also getting dirt on Jeffree to see what side he was going to play. And we know he's hated Manny forever. He has always blamed Manny. And I'm almost positive that there were tweets where Thomas said that people in the beauty industry, like brands and like companies and stuff, told him that Manny was talking shit on him. I'm almost positive that there was a tweet like that, which I mean, I'll try to find it now that I have like another Twitter account because he blocked me. But I really do remember him talking about that, but never saying that it was Jeffree that told him that. Now, maybe Jeffree did gossip with him a little bit. I mean, they all do. They're all just so problematic. They're just, it's just insane. So I was thinking about all of this last night because this is how deep this, like, everything has gotten. Okay, people are losing friends over this. There are people that are like, oh, well, you're on Jeffree's side, so you sympathize with a racist, I'm done with you. Or, oh, you believe Thomas, everybody's always going after Jeffree, I mean, even with this Peter Mon situation, it's like if you're not on their side or you're not on the side of the influencer that they like, they're cutting you out. I mean, friendships are being ruined because of this drama. Meanwhile, all these people don't give a shit about you. They're laughing all the way to the bank while you guys are sacrificing friendships over freaking YouTube influencers. Like, give me a break. That's something I don't understand. I mean, there's plenty of people that hate Jeffree that watch my videos and people that like Jeffree that watch my videos. And like I said yesterday, I'm very much in between. But I was thinking about all of this craziness that's going on with everybody because about 2 or so months ago, or not too long after, I think, he put it up, I bought a Can't Relate shirt from Jeffree Star, from his merch. And I got it and it was a little small. So I sent it back. I got another size. Not too long after that, when I remembered I had it, all kinds. That's like David Scissorhands came out, all that kind of stuff. I was afraid to wear that shirt because I'm like, people are going to unsubscribe from me and like hate me. Now that's okay if you don't want to be subscribed to me, but I don't want to be like hated just because we disagree. We should be able to agree to disagree. And the thing is that I don't think, like, I mean, I really do feel like people can change. And I really do feel like this move by Thomas was calculated to fuck with Jeffree Star. Because even when he's talking about how he was, like, so conniving to try to get dirt on Manny and expose him, that just shows his character. And that's just somebody that, I don't know, that seems to always have an ulterior motive, you know? And it's sad. Like, why can't these people just, you know, serve us some looks, you know, give us some honest reviews, disclose their freaking sponsorships, and just leave everything else out of it? I mean, it's important to me to know who I'm supporting financially. So yes, I do want to know the character of somebody. Now, there are a lot of things that aren't really drama, and it's just like people dragging each other, and it's just like too much. But, you know, for Thomas to call out Jeffree in the way that he did, I mean, people went looking for these receipts or already had them because they knew that, you know, hey, Thomas, you are not some perfect person. So how dare you drag Jeffree when you've been caught using the N-word yourself? And I'd really like to know how Jackie Aina feels about that, by the way. Her little bestie using the N-word. Now, there's another side of this that actually does trouble me. Now, we have heard Thomas talk about having like body dysmorphia, anxiety, like depression and stuff. Now, if that's true, because who knows, because he usually only brings it up when it's going to benefit him, when he wants people to back off and like don't send him hate, or he wants sympathy, which is absolutely horrible. And I agreed with everything Gabriel Zamora said in his snaps about that. Like, there are people that take their lives over that shit, and you're just having a bad day, basically, you know what I mean? But if it is serious, and I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying how it comes off, but if it is serious, I mean, he lost just yesterday alone, I think it was like over 10,000 subscribers. I just spit on my mirror. I'm so sorry. Not that you can see it, or maybe you did. That's just disgusting. I think I have a little, I don't just wipe it on my pajamas. Sorry, I'm not trying to be gross. I just don't have like a towel down here. So yeah, so if this is serious, it's scary because this man, I mean, he's young, he seems to have some issues, but if all the things that he's saying about his mental health and everything that he's been through are true, it kind of worries me that he might do something, you know, that he might hurt himself. You know, you just never know. And yesterday, you know, when I was talking about it with a friend, and as I was like thinking about it last night, like, this is some serious shit, you know? And I just don't like it. I don't want anybody to like suffer, you know what I mean? But what if this kid does something because of all of this? I mean, some people might say, well, he brought it on himself, but I mean, there might be some serious problems with Thomas. I mean, he's always talked about lashing out for attention and, you know, being really shady, and everybody knows him behind the scenes as being shady and, you know, not being trustworthy. Gabriel even called him a rat. So, I mean, that... So it's not like there aren't people out there, you know, that know him, that are saying, you know, this kid, you know, he's not what he appears to be. Now, I just don't feel like you all should be jeopardizing your friendships over something like this, because, I mean, shit gets really, really heated on the internet, we know. But there's just no reason to take this stuff like this far. I'm trying to find, like, you know what? I'll just use this fat brush here from Real Techniques. But it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And I wish them all well, but I just wish that they would get their shit together, you know? Now I'm going to go in with that shade, and it's called Trifle. So far I used these 3 right here. Well, I'm going to be using this one on my lid. Let's see how it looks, because it does have a slight shimmer to it. So it would be really great if that came up, but we will see. So anyway, I mean, I'm just kind of nervous for him because I don't want, Thomas to, have anything bad happen to him, and then him saying that, here for the tea so far up Manny's ass. And it's like, I'm sure that didn't feel good to hear for the tea, I may, not like her all the time, but my goodness, like, that's another betrayal from a friend, just like Peter, Okay, I don't really see much of a shimmer to this shade, but I do like it. So yeah, I mean, so far I actually like this palette. Nothing was too patchy that I couldn't work with. Excuse me. So I kind of dig it. I think I'm going to take that crisp shade that I put in the outer corner and just drag it on my lower lash line once I take this powder off. So I'm just saying, like, certain influencers just need to get their shit together. I am just so tired of all of this mess, And I mean, people not getting along to this point where it is ruining friendships. I mean, that is just crazy to me. We're not always going to agree on things. I don't want only people that agree with me to leave comments or watch videos. I want to know everyone's opinion. And I was with everybody, on that day that Thomas first released that video, like, F Jeffree Star. But then all of this other stuff comes out, and, Thomas actually took down or privatized this video where he was using Jeffree's blood sugar palette and talked about going to his home. And he told the story of what happened when he went to his house, and he never said anything about this. And we find out, Jeffree's like, we decided not to work with him and something just didn't feel right. And now all of a sudden, he's coming out saying he's a racist. So if Thomas just wanted to come out with this I'm so woke video, he didn't need to mention Jeffree. It didn't need to be messy. We still don't have this hardcore proof of Jeffree being a racist. We have his past, yes. But if Thomas can sit up there saying I was really racist growing up, then, and now everybody thinks that he is like such an ally for the POC community, then, like, why couldn't he have changed, It's just so hypocritical to me. And when people call this a witch hunt, I kind of get where they're coming from because people are trying to dig up dirt. But it's kind of all fair. If he's going to come in here, come out there saying this shit about Jeffree, then we want to know who Thomas really is, I have a hair. Okay, I had a hair stuck to my nose ring. I'm sorry. I'm going in with the e.l.f. highlighter and Moonlight Pearls. And I think I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Unicorn highlighting brush. Just put a little bit here. So you guys let me know what you think. I mean, I'm just disgusted with everybody, It's like if you support Jeffree, then they say you're supporting a racist, but I don't find that to be true. I think some people either don't care and just like his makeup, or some people believe that he has changed, It's just so odd that all of these stories are coming out after Shane's series, after people, did reaction videos to Shane's series, especially POC, and they were like, you know what? I had like the wrong impression of him, or I totally get where he's coming from. And then people were standing up for Jeffree. Jeffree was having new followers, people that, were disgusted by him or only knew some of the story were, having his back now. And now we see all this shit every couple of months. It's just too much. I just want it to be back to makeup, because this isn't shade. Sorry, I'm using the Kokie Cosmetics Contour Palette. I'm going to go in with the shade, one of these shades, maybe a mix of the two. So to me, this isn't shade. This is literally like messing with somebody's life, you know? Um, oh, it's really sad, you know? It's not fun shade, fun dragging, you know? It's not. These are serious subjects and these are serious allegations. And I don't like how, you know, these people that were friends with Jeffrey or forgave Jeffrey or were friends of his for like so long, now all of a sudden they're coming out with all this shit and we don't know what's real, we don't know what's faked, and all of them have a motive so far, you know? And David Scissorhands, for example, he has motive. He wants to be famous on YouTube now, and he's really, really sketchy. I'm going in with the Gerard Cosmetics gloss and Divalicious. This is the one that has the mirror and it also lights up. I'm telling you, these are great. So I'm just saying, all these people seem to have a motive. It is totally up to you if you want to support Jeffree Star or not. Just you don't have to absolutely despise other people for having a difference of opinion. You know, these videos that we're making on all of this stuff, I mean, yeah, it's like content, but I don't like it at the same time that I talk about it. Like, I'm ranting about it because it bothers me, because I just don't understand why people just can't be people. I'm going in with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. This is in the scent Cucumber. Oh God, I love this stuff. If Thomas has a racist past and now everybody forgives him, I don't see why they can't forgive Jeffrey. I do feel like Jeffrey has been less problematic than he has been before. It's just that all of this is very serious, you know? It's not like just saying, oh, somebody's an asshole, you know? Like, and like I said, if Thomas just wanted to do a video about just being woke and this, like, bigger topic of how he has changed and talk about white privilege, he could have done that and left Jeffree Star out of it. You know, Thomas even dragged Nikki Tutorials in it, saying that, you know, that Jeffrey has a recording of her saying a racial slur. Nikki's like, no, and Jeffrey even stood up for Nikki, and we found out Nikki and Jeffrey are friends again, but like Jeffrey said, we didn't announce it publicly because normal people don't do that, which I totally agree with. But to drag all these other people into this, it's just, I don't know. I mean, Thomas really messed up, but I hope that he's okay. I don't know that he's going to bounce back from this because there's more and more coming out about him. And he hasn't always been the nicest person. He's been rude a lot and to a lot of people. And he still didn't apologize to Gadget Beat 30. All I'm saying, so I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know how you feel about all of this. Sorry that this was very ranty and everything. I just feel really bad. Like, I just want, you know, it's boring when there's no drama. I get it. I'm going to admit that. But this is just like on another level. And I'm just sick and tired of it, you know? That's why this week you'll have a Slaying Shade and then whatever I'm going to call the new series. So please, if you have a YouTube channel that I don't know about, that I'm not subscribed to, leave it on my thread on Twitter. I'll have my link for Twitter down below. And yeah, like, I just want to find creative, awesome artists like I have, you know, but I want to find more of you guys and showcase you guys in a positive light. So let me know your YouTube stuff on Twitter, and thank you so much for watching me rant in PJ pants. Sorry if this was all over the place. It's just, my mind feels like mush, just like trying to absorb everything that's going on here. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Love and hugs. Bye.